We're here at Emo Coachella. MCR is touring again for the first time in who knows how long, and Atlanta gets to be one of those shows. Tickets are surprisingly very expensive, so hopefully for the last couple of songs we're just going to jump into the pit area because we still want to mosh. Last time that we were at an amphitheater, it was a country show and people were like tailgating and like doing cornhole. There's going to be like a lot of emo people like playing cornhole.
100 gecs. I've seen 100 gecs before. I haven't seen MCR. This is a note to my future self. I hope you're doing okay. And God bless.
This is your car. Sorry. Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Think about your high school experience. You knew the emo kids, right? Like you knew the kids in the weird group in the corner. I was definitely part of that. But there's always like 2 of those 3 kids in that group that listen to MCR. Now think about all of those schools combined across the state of Georgia. And now think about how many of them are here today to celebrate for the love of MCR, for the love of good times and music and emo culture. It's quite a beautiful event, if I say so myself. What was it like being emo during MySpace days?
Not cool.
Why wasn't it cool?
That was gay.
Why was it gay?
That's just what people said.
That's crazy.
Being into My Chemical Romance was not cool in 2004.
Are you excited to see 100 gecs?
So not really, but I listened to one of their songs. They sound pretty cool. They kind of sound like an Adventure Time band.
What was your first time, your first memory listening to MCR?
They came on TRL for the video premiere of I'm Not Okay. My brain exploded, and I was like, this is my new favorite band. That was a long time ago, so here I am, I'm 31.
And seeing a lot of the same Black Parade t-shirts. I mean, gosh, they must have had a field day at whatever Chinese factory they were printing those at. God only knows.
What's like the most emo thing you've ever done in your life?
I tried to kill myself once. I was in institution for about a week.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's a really good one. I'm glad that you're better.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. So how long have you all been listening to MCR for?
I'm 23, but I've been listening to them since my sister was in high school, so 2008, 2007.
Do you like remember your first experience like being exposed to them and listening to them?
It was like some school gathering, and all of my closest friends were over there, and they all just started singing Teenagers. Honestly, I just started singing along about like 2 seconds after all the lyrics. I was sort of a poser at the time.
Oh, I was going to say that. So like you've been like a poser since day one pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah.
Do you think there's a connection between Drainers and MCR fans?
You can put a connection there. They're both alternative music.
Do you have like internet kid memories?
Dude, I was homeschooled until junior year, so like talking to all sorts of random people playing like Counter-Strike and fucking Neopets and shit like that.
What's like some obscure like internet like shit that you have like stored in your brain?
A long time ago on Facebook, I had this friend named Damien. He made a fake Space Ghost Perp account impersonating Space Ghost Perp and just started trolling and harassing everybody in our niche internet micro community.
How did that go for you?
The real Space Ghost Perp eventually caught on, and he was not too happy.
Did he threaten you guys?
He did. He definitely sent us some death threats.
Do you have any more sage wisdom?
Don't start smoking. If you do, get a bots mod.
Oh, so were you like a Tumblr girl?
Definitely.
Do you remember like any old school like Tumblr memes?
I was on Tumblr when the supernatural Who lock thing was really big.
Yeah, the Imagines.
Which was scary.
No, I was on like Melanie Martinez subculture.
Were you like also really into Born to Die?
Oh my god, yes, I still am. I still am. All I do is listen to her.
Honestly, it's harder to be a Lana Del Rey stan than it is to be in the troops.
Absolutely.
That's actually true. I'm glad someone who wasn't me said that.
Why the Balenciagas today for the work?
Cause some slight. You know what I'm saying?
Why do you get them in green? Is it like slime?
Yeah, I like money.
Like money?
Yeah.
Those are 2 good things. I can get behind that. What's the most emo thing you've ever done?
I don't do emo stuff.
You don't do emo stuff?
Yeah.
Have you ever cried?
Yeah.
I mean, I've cried too, so like that's emo.
Oh, yeah, then I cried.
What's like the saddest song you've listened to?
It got to be a Rod Wave song.
Rod Wave?
Yeah.
What's like the saddest Rod Wave song?
Yeah, Home.
What's sad about Home?
What's sad about Home?
It just get like good thinking like damn, like you feel me? Right way though.
Who do you think would win, My Chemical Romance, the main act, or 100 geckos?
100 geckos.
Why 100 geckos?
Yeah, the name just sounds fire.
Yeah. What do you think that 100 geckos is gonna sound like when they come out?
Amazing.
I hate to break it to you, but they're not gonna sound like Rod Wave, unfortunately.
I already know.
What is the most emo thing you've ever done?
Oh God. So when I was in middle school, I lived up in like this bum ass town called Jasper. Yeah, and I, realizing that you're gay and emo at the same time in a place like that bad. So there was like 4 of us, and we went to Disney World. Well, my dad wasn't there to be like, oh, hey, you can't wear Converse to go walk around all day. So I wore all black skinny jeans and a big hoodie, and Converse. Ended up getting the worst blisters I've ever had. And I about sweat to death, nearly passed out twice because it was the middle of August in Orlando. And that was probably it. That was probably the most little emo shit little thing I ever did, truly.
Smoke 2 ounces young out of fucking money. Still got your mom fucking calling me honey. She called me up, she says I'm gorgeous. Oh shit, I hate to get off your watches.
So who would win in a fight? 100 gecs, like 100 gex-size gecs, or 1 Gerard away?
I feel like Gerard's a big bitch, I'm going to be honest, and I feel like he'd get really overwhelmed by all the 100 gecs, and I feel like with the power of 100 gecs as 100 gecs, they might form into a Laura and Dylan, and then like have like super fights,
True.
Something wild.
It'll be like SpongeBob in the episode where all the plankton become like a hand.
Absolutely, and just smite Gerard out.
Exactly.
As they should.
Were you here for 100 gecs or for MCR?
I'm here for the gag.
No, yeah, I'm glad that 100 gecs, they're putting on smaller artists now and like giving them that spotlight.
It's always great to see bigger bands helping smaller, younger guys out.
Exactly.
Get a foothold in the industry.
Yeah, exactly. That's so important. What was the first time you got exposed to MCR in your life?
Right now with this 100 gecs show.
Oh, yeah?
Obviously.
Okay.
They're a new act. And
yeah.
What's the first memory you have of MCR?
I was in the older brother program or whatever where they assign you a role model, and he took me to Cat's Music, and I bought the first album, threw it in the car CD player, and listened to it
over and over.
Over and over.
What was high school like when you were growing up?
Brutal. Kids, so I had a fat pair of etnies. Nobody probably knows what etnies are now.
I think I do, yeah.
But they're big, fat shoes, with the Sharpie written MCR across my shoe, and everybody's like, ooh, My Chemical Romance, you're that kind of guy, So it was like, that's what it was like for me in high school.
Did you have a MySpace at the time?
Yep.
So what was on the MySpace? Like, did you have a cool name or something like that?
I just, had my hair, swooped in front of my face, holding a knife and shit.
Why the knife?
I'm violent. No.
What's your age?
3 big O right now. But, yeah, at the time, probably 15, 14. I think music is transcendental. I don't know if that's the right word or right pronunciation, but, you feel the same things that the people before you felt. So if they want to be in it, they're in it with us, bro. Don't let society bog you down, man. Just keep going, and it gets better. It's always, every day you live, you learn something new, and stay kicking for that.
To please them, you seniors, and all the non-believers, the plans that they have made. Because one day I leave you a phantom to lead you in the sun.
Neopunk FM